recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
All right. Hey. It is your girl Candy, and I am here with my boy Lawrence, the report, Aries gang, from Dial In from Movies, Monique 69 Ways Johnson, and we're here with Miss Kira Speaks as well from Miss Kira Speaks. And we are here to discuss Found, Season 2, Episode 12, Missing While Misidentified. Guys, how did you all feel about this episode?
It's getting even juicier. How come every episode at this point just outdoing the last? You know?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Things are heating up for sure.
It's heating up, cooking. We cooking, as they say. We cooking.
Right.
Yes. We are cooking.
Yep. Thumbs up on the edge of my seat. I'm like,
they haven't disappointed us when they came back.
Right.
I'm not disappointed. How about you, Lawrence?
Yeah, this second half of the season is absolutely phenomenal. And yes, they are absolutely cooking. I can't wait to see what the rest of the season is going to be like, because when I think it's one thing, they flip around and do it another way.
Yep. Yes, they sure do. And guys, guess what? We're going to do the same thing. Y'all think it's going to be one way, but it's not. We have a special guest here with us tonight. And we all know her as Detective Shaker, but tonight we have Anisa Nyell Johnson here with us, and she's here with us to discuss Found and herself. So we're going to bring her on up, and let's see how we can get her up here. Let's see. Oh, no, I want her to be big. Let's get big. Hi. Can you see us? Can you hear us? Okay.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I'm trying to make you bigger. Wait a minute. Let me get you big so we can all see you. Let's see.
Yes,
that's it. All right, there we go.
Yes, perfect.
Hello, Detective Shaker. How are you?
I'm good. Good evening.
Good evening. So everybody want to introduce yourselves?
Monique 69 Ways Johnson. That's my channel name. So yes, it's nice to meet you, Anisa.
Nice to meet you too.
I am Miss Kira Speaks is my channel, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
To Miss Kira Speaks.
Yes, my name is Aries, and I'm over here at Dial In for Movies. It is such a pleasure to have you on the platform. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. My name is Lawrence, and I go by the Lawrence Support. I'm so thrilled and happy to have you on. This is absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. So, we're going to start out with, some typical questions. So tell us about you, about yourself, about your a little bit about your background and how you came to, how did we come to see you on NBC's Found?
Okay, I'll try to keep it as succinct and tight as possible because it's a long journey. But I'm Anisa Nyell Johnson, and I'm originally from Philadelphia. Go Eagles!
Hey. Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been in Georgia since 2005. I by way of Connecticut, before Connecticut, Seattle, before Seattle, Philadelphia. So been around the world and yeah. And I met my husband at Temple University, and that's how we wound up being in Seattle. I started out in the arts. I went to Franklin Anderson High School Performing Arts in Philadelphia, FLC, affectionately known. And I was a dance major, dance and technology. So we had to have a technical side as well as an art side. So I majored in dance, but because it is a performing arts school, we got to touch all of the different sides of the arts. So I act, I got to sing a little bit. Singing was not my thing, but I can sing "Oh Happy Birthday." That's as good as it gets. And I painted, I wrote a little bit, and yeah, so we got to touch all the different genres of the arts. But I always thought that I was going to be a dancer through my whole entire life career. And I blew my knees out doing a dance movie moving forward here in Georgia. So a couple of my mentors got me into looking at doing things outside of dance, like behind the camera. I mean, but not just dance, but behind the camera, and think about doing some acting. I also majored at Temple in psychology. So I was a therapist. So I counsel people with schizophrenia, bipolar psychosis, dual diagnosis. So that was like kind of like where I went for the technical side. Always had a backup plan. But this was my life's heart story was to be a dancer. And then I got into acting. So moving forward here in Georgia, I started acting here, I think I want to say in 2009. And I went through a couple of different agencies, but I wound up at People's Store, which is now Formation Talent. It just changed a couple months ago, probably like a month ago. And that's when things kind of changed. I started getting more opportunities, like working on Black Lightning, Spider-Man, Echoes on Netflix, Reasonable Doubt, things like that. Like things started growing more for me. But I have been in this business for a long time, and I work, like I said, in front of the camera as well as behind the camera. So I directed one piece. I produced quite a few pieces, and I also did things like hair, makeup, full focus, just to figure out, what I could like gravitate to and figure out what I really had a passion for. Because I believe my heart song is always to help people. That's where God called me. That's my service purpose. So now I'm doing it through acting. I do more therapy on set than I did when I got paid to do it.
I can imagine. So
yeah, so that's kind of like the long short. I had some amazing mentors, amazing trainers over the years. From Mel Jackson, that was my original mentor. From Natalia Livingston, who played Emily Quartermain on General Hospital. She's one of my dearest friends, as well as one of the few people in the early stages that really kind of spoke life into me as far as you're enough. You got this. Your service purpose is going to shine. Just be you. And Christine Horn, which is the booking magnet. If y'all don't know who that is, go take her class. She is a phenomenal teacher. So yeah, Christine Horn, who used to be in LA, but she's back here in Atlanta as well. But she also, teaches online. So I've been blessed to work with a lot of really good people and a lot of talented artists. So I pick up stuff from different artists that I work with on every set. I'm a forever learner. So I'm always open to learn something new. Even when I did background work early on, I worked on Flight with Denzel Washington, and they upgraded me. So I got to do this big scene, and it was when he was before the NTSB board, and I got to watch how he works his craft, literally how he studies in between takes and what he does, and he sits back and how he memorizes his line, how he writes his line down, he puts the book underneath the table. Like all those little things are nuggets that you can walk away from and utilize. So I've been blessed to be able to have all these really cool opportunities.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the story in a nutshell-ish, kind of.
Well, you have a very vast, wide, it seems like you did everything, either, on camera, behind the camera, and you say you were a psychologist?
Well, I was a clinician, so I counsel people. I majored in psychology, but I was a clinician. So yeah, I worked, yeah.
Okay, I can see you doing that every day and talking and having to talk the people through it, and especially on Found, because Found can get inside your head. And listen, I know you probably, I can see you have to talk to everybody, just about everybody on the cast.
When I'm reading them scripts, I'm like, well, who thought this up? Because I'm like,
I know.
I'm like,
what's going on in your life?
Are y'all okay? Is everybody okay?
Right.
Yes. Anybody got some questions, Lawrence?
So how did? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my question for you is, what was the audition process like for Detective Shaker? Well, this is actually a 2-question part, but what was the process like, and where were you at when you found out the news that you booked this role as Detective Shaker on NBC Found?
Okay, so I audition. And I wasn't doing it. I was really, really sick. I mean, I was in the bed sick. And I had a girlfriend who had a big Marvel audition that I needed to coach. And she came over and I slid out the bed for her to try to help coach her through this audition. And she still hadn't put her makeup on. She was taking a lot longer than we thought. And so I said, well, you know what? I got this audition. Let me just put some makeup on and try to get my slate done, which is where you say, hi, I'm Anisa Nyell Johnson, 5'5", you know, the whole gamut. And if y'all don't know what a slate is, that's when you just kind of show your personality a little bit and just let them know who you are and where you're from and where you're located and your height sometimes. And so I did that, and she, you know, we got through her audition, and she was like, well, niece, you already dressed. You want to do it? And I was like, you know what? Let me just record your voice. And maybe I'll do it another day. You know what I mean? If I got time, if I even get it in. So I recorded her voice, and she was like, niece, come on. Let's just do it. Like, you ready. You got it. Let's just do it. You know what you got to do. I was like, oh, fine. I'm going to do it. I was like, but I don't know if I'm in the headspace. She was like, you got this. So she's about to say the lines. I said, no, because the scene was for the pilot. It was a pilot. So I had her just hold the phone up because it was a scene where I'm watching Gabby talk on the screen in the and a DCP did. So when I'm watching her, so I said, just hold the phone up and just play, and I'm going to react and do what I need to do to that, because that's how it comes in. So it really was only at the time probably like 4 or 5 lines that I had to deliver. So I did 2 takes of it. I did one way, you know, pretty much kind of like how it was written, and then the other way I add a little pump to it. You know what I mean? A little spice. And I didn't have my glasses on in the audition. It was on tape. So I didn't have my glasses on. So we got it done. I did it. I sent it in. Boom. Went back to bed. Let it go. I was like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I felt like I looked a hot mess, because you know when you're sick, even with makeup, you could tell something's a little.
Yes.
So I was like, let go, let God. So I did it. I went back to bed. I was in bed, and it was probably like I want to say it was probably like maybe a week. And I heard back from my agent at the time, Tom Mullen, and he said, I want to say he said first right refusal, maybe. And then he called the next day and he said, you were confirmed, I think it was, by network. I think that's what he said. I said, say what? Because I've never heard that language before.
Okay.
And I was like, what does that mean? I booked it? Or like, you were approved by network. I said, you were approved by network. I said, okay. So network approved it. Approved what? Like how I look, or like, you know, I just never heard that before. And I've done network stuff that I didn't know. I know it goes up the chain, but I've never heard that language. So, and being as though it's a pilot, that was my first actual pilot that I worked with. So they said you were approved. So I'm assuming, I asked him, I said, does that mean I got it? He's like, I believe so. I said,
make it plain.
Okay. He was like, I'll get back to you on that. So I'm just like, okay. So I didn't know I was like happy, but I was like, like, are you supposed to be like super excited? So then he called me back and he was like, yeah, man, they sending over, you know, the deeds and information on the pilot when you're going to go shoot. I said, oh my God. He was like, this is a good look, but it's a pilot, he said. Pilots are always done. So he tried to keep me as grounded as possible, because, you know, just because you shoot a pilot doesn't mean it's going to make it to network.
Right.
So I was like, but I'm working, I'm getting paid. So I was like, here's to the paycheck. You know?
Amen. That's right.
Nice.
So I went in, I got to to set to shoot the pilot. And that's when I met Brad and Shanola and Gabrielle Lacey. And who else was in that scene? Oh, and Bill Kelly. And of course, I got to meet, NK was there. And so was Demone Davis, who directed the pilot. And when I walked in, the first person I think I saw when I on set, I missed this part because of how the glasses came about. This was very important. So they called me in to do my fitting, and I didn't have any glasses with me. The glasses I had in my, because I can't see without my glasses, y'all. So for whatever reason, I was rushing to go get fitted. So I only had my glasses in my glove compartment holder, and those were glasses I was planning on sending back to the place I bought them from because they put 10 in them. And I was like, that's not what I ordered. So I was like, put it back. I had them in the car to send back. But here I am. I was like, I don't got time to run back in the house to go get my other glasses. So I'm just going to use these, go get fitted, blah, blah, blah. So when I was getting fitted, I had the glasses on the whole time in my fitting. So all the clothes they put on me, I had the glasses on. So fast forward to shoot day, get the set. We're getting ready to shoot before I go on. And I was like, wait. I'm so used to not being able to see on set because I like it like that. So the nerves don't hit me. Yeah. So, but I had the glasses on. I was like, wait, am I supposed to have these glasses on, y'all? And they were like, they sent a message up to, they was like, yo, the glasses are a thing. You have to wear the glasses. So that's how Shaker became Shaker with the glasses. Okay. So this literally was my first project that I ever worked on. I'm sorry.
I said cool beans, but you are breaking up just a little bit.
Am I?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. It's a little bit.
I'm breaking up.
Yes.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
Yeah. But I was saying that this is the first project. So again?
Oh, I was saying this is
the first project I ever worked on with my friends.
Okay, with the glasses on.
Okay. As long as y'all can hear me.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. Yes.
This is the first project.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the first project I ever worked on with my glasses. So yeah, that's how that became. And they went out and got an actual pair made of my glasses. So then I wouldn't have to have my glasses on set. So yeah,
that's even better.
That's how that became.
Okay, Monique. You got a question?
Yeah. So what aspect of your character resonate most with you as a person?
To me, I feel like I know Shaker can come off kind of edgy at times when, at least in the first season with Gabby, she was kind of like side-eyeing Gabby a whole lot. Right. And that I believe was because of her relationship with Trent and being like kind of like big sister figure. You know what I mean? Like I look at Trent like my little brother. You know what I mean? I gotta help him. And I felt like his relationship with Gabby at times could cloud him, you know.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I'm a mom of 3 boys.
Okay.
So I feel like, like my care and concern pretty much is how I am anyway. Like, I really care to take care of people's heart. And I'm also somebody who likes to dig and get the details of things, to figure things out. I always wanted to be a CIA agent, but don't tell nobody that. So I just knew I was going to be, I don't know. I just love to figure out mysteries and things like that. So therapy, I guess, is the closest thing I'm going to get to it. So so a piece of Shaker is her heart. I just think her heart, the heart of her, to always want to help somebody, be of service. And that's just who I am. That's the piece of me that resonates with the character.
Okay, cool.
Anybody else?
Yes, I have a question. Well, more just like a comment too, because that scene that you describing, I remember seeing you look at Gabby on that news broadcast, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, Detective Shaker is going to be a problem for Gabby right away. But I love that you said that you know, you have that heart that you always going to be looking out, those motherly instincts. Trent, your little brother, I hope you're looking out for him when it comes to Heather, because I got my good eye on
Okay.
old Heather. So it gave me a little bit of peace of mind for you to say that. I know he ain't gonna get done wrong.
Yeah, no, I look at everybody with a side eye. I don't care who they are, especially if
Yes.
they come in to a situation. I'm going, you know, I'm an interrogator, low key. You know, that's why I think I asked her those questions. I need to make like, what happened? Could you tell me again what happened? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm looking at her to make sure, you know, she on the up and up. And I'm still, you know, I what they say, you got to keep sometimes your enemies close to you. So
Yes.
I'm, you know, I'm gonna love on everybody until I don't.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Yes.
Yes. Anybody else? Miss Kira?
Yes, I absolutely love Shaker. I think Shaker is real. I love how she calls Gabby out and heavy boots. That's what we call Trent calls heavy boots out. But my question is, you talked about some of the other things you had done. Other than Detective Shaker, what was one of your favorite roles that you've played?
Oh my God.
Good question.
Wow. There's a few. I think the roles that I've played as of late have been more procedural roles, like my TSA work on Echoes. I loved working with Michelle Moynihan. I got to work with her twice. That's my homegirl for life. And I got to work with her on Family Plan. The Family Plan 1. They're shooting 2 now. So I got to work with her on that as well. And I just think, for me, like I said, I like the in-between time that I get with people. And I get to love on them and we love on me and just like share, you know, in their life's journey and helping them. So I think that moment was great for me. And working on Spider-Man, oh my God, I had such an amazing time with working with Zendaya and Tom. They are like the sweetest people. I swear to gosh. And his little brother go and get me coffee. It's just like this is like a love fest. And they are really cool. And I just think for me to work on such a big project like that, like No Way Home, was the most amazing experience. Next level. And it was, I don't know, from how they took care of me, from how the sets were set up, it just, the whole time I was there was just nothing but love and fun and learning. I like to watch and see how different tiers of this industry works and operates, not just in front of the camera, but behind the camera. The whole thing was just an amazing time. And some of the new toys that they use, I call them toys, but you know, equipment I've never seen before. And I'm like, wow, that's dope. Okay. You know, so yeah, those are 2 projects that forever will be on my heart. So
okay.
Awesome.
I have a challenges question. So what has been your biggest challenge, the biggest challenge you faced in your career, and how did you overcome it?
So I will say this, procedural is a different tempo. So for me, I said I never was going to work on a procedural. God is funny like that. That's the first thing He's going to make you do. So, and I said that because I used to get, not teased, but I was always told about my accent, my northern accent. You might want to, you know, work on your dialect, not have such a northern accent. And I'm like, you know, but it's who I am. I can, you know, speak Southern. I can do all the different dialects, but the North is who I am. It's the essence of me. And so I was like, that might become a problem because procedural is so fast talking. You got to make sure you end, you know, your words. You got to make sure in Philly, we cut things off. There's no end to our words.
Yeah.
So to do that, be at a rapid pace, you're constantly in motion. You see on the show, we always moving. We always going. It's rare that we just still for a long time. It's just not happening. So to be able to move your gun, pull your gun, deal with that. And so I thought when I finally had been forced to do this, not forced because I wanted to do it, but like the challenge was there. I had to move on it. I had to take it. You can't say no to this. And for it to go from pilot to now series was an amazing thing. So I had to up my game. So that was the biggest challenge. Me and God, we talked a lot through this process. I was like, I don't know how to get a lot of copy. I got to do this. I got to move fast. My dialect got to be right. So within prayer and talking to other people and my acting coaches, we figured it out. Like my dance came into play. It's beats. It's beats for me. It's counting things out. 5, 6, 7, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get the paper, get the file, walk. You know, like it worked. Everything that I've been through up to this point played a part in me being able to do this role. Even for me being a mom, even for me dealing with my kids, my 3 boys, they're amazing. 23 at the end of this month, 18 and 15. 2 in college, 1 in high school. So I think that's my biggest challenge. And being able to navigate motherhood, being a wife of 26 years, doing this stuff over here, taking care of the kids and the entertainment business, and not giving up on my dreams. A lot of people defer their dreams because they feel like they can't have it all, so to speak. I feel like you can. I feel like you can. God has made you fully equipped, fully furnished to be able to do with your service purpose. And what you don't have, he will supply.
That's
so
word.
So when we don't say book something or get something, I look at it as all rejection is God's protection.
Yes.
They may wanted an apple, you a juicy orange. They wasn't ready for the OJ. The time will come. It's something you had to learn from that opportunity in that moment. And it'll play into where you're going. Every aspect of life, there's something you can learn from it. If you're not winning, you're growing and learning. And that's how I look at every step of my journey from this point forward. So I hope I answered that question right.
Yeah. Oh no, yes, ma'am. You did. Perfect answer. Lawrence.
Yes. Can you tell me what it's like working with NK and Jermaine Davis? You know, when I found out that he was doing this show, you know, I come over from All American. That was a show I know NK was right there. When I found out she was doing the show too, I was like, well, I'm gonna check this out. So can you tell me what it's like working with NK and Jermaine Davis?
Everything. Which is the part I didn't get to tell you, they breathed life into me from the day I touched down on that set. Okay, here's a piece that a lot of people may not know. Shaker was written for a Caucasian male.
Wow. Okay.
Say what?
And I don't know how close I am to that. I don't think I am, but what I did,
not at all.
So the fact that things worked out that way and I booked it was crazy, because the main also told me that when they saw my audition tape, they knew that I was Shaker. Nobody disagreed with that. Everybody from top down felt as though I was Shaker, even though it was written for a Caucasian male. That it was something that happened and made them believe that this was for me. And there's things that I call God winks. And I did not know that NK also was in Philadelphia at the same time. University of Penn, I was at Temple. So we had all these like connective tissues going on. And she also worked with a friend, Natalia Livingston, that I was talking about on General Hospital. So like we had all these things in common. So I feel like it was God ordained. It was meant to be. And so to work with that type of energy, that type of love, same thing with Domain. Domain came up to me, them glasses girl. She was like, let's get them ready because they the ones. They the ones. She was like, do you feel? Right. She was like, at the pot, she said, do you feel what I'm feeling? And she said to everybody, do y'all feel what I'm feeling? She was like, this is it. She was like, there's this synergy going on. This, even with me and Brett, we had this, it was this connection we had. Like, it was crazy from the jump. And it was just like a real big love fest. And the heart that they have for us as artists is insane. It's very much so a collaborative energy on that set.
Right.
Completely. Like, where over the season, now that we're on season 2, I feel more comfortable. I feel like, hey, what y'all think about this? Blah, blah, blah. Of course, I don't go crazy and do stuff, but I asked them, I feel like Shaker would do this. And they were like, yeah, the director would co-sign on it or not. And they were like, yeah, go give it a whirl. You know what I mean? So it's been phenomenal. To have so many women on set in powerful positions, and Black women, is a beautiful thing to see and experience. And from the top down, it's nothing but greatness. Nice. That's real talk.
Yeah.
So it's been a blessing to answer your question. I never experienced anything like it before. So, and I'm grateful, beyond grateful. So I've been in 13 episodes between season 1 and season 2. So it's been a blessing.
Okay. What about the suits? Who are you dressing yourself, or is there
I was about to ask the same thing.
Because you be suited and booted, honey, along with the shades. That's part of the glasses, but the suits. Can you tell us about the suits? Okay.
That's V. That's Valerie. Oh my God. I mean, Veronica. Veronica got us on. That's V. That's Veronica. She gets us nice. She gets us lit. Like her team are so dope. Like their eye for fashion, her eye for greatness, her eye for color palettes and mixing. And it really much so is a collaborative effort. But literally, I don't think there was one suit that I tried on that I didn't like. I mean, she bad to the bone. Like that girl is gifted. She's gifted, and I'm thankful for her. Yes, I'm been blessed to get away with a couple items. So thank you to the whole team for that.
Okay.
But some of them things home with me. It's been a blessing. So yeah. So no, it's really been a gift. I swear. From the hair, the makeup team, like, and to have as an actor, it is who wears her own locks. That's something you can worry about. Most of my sets I've been on, I've had to do my own hair, like ahead of time, or kind of like coax them into certain things, like try this, but I'll go already with my hairstyle the way I think the character may want it. You know what I mean? But it's a true blessing to be able to go to set, not worry about your skin and your face and your hair or your wardrobe. You know what I mean? So that's a set. That's a set I would think people would want to be on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes hours. If you think about it, I would have to do so many things hours in advance before I even go. If my call time is at 6, I gotta be like 3 in my hair.
Oh.
Just to get down to set.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
That's tough.
Yes.
And I don't have to do that now. I could just go to set and no good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we do have a question from one of the viewers in the chat, and she is a very big Found fan. She be telling us stuff that we don't know, and it's like, okay, listen, India be putting us on game. So India Garcia says, what has been your favorite episode or episodes to film, both in season 1 or 2?
So I'll say season 2. It would be. There's a couple I like. I like episode 2 and episode 1, I think, of this season. Last season, season 1, I loved. I think it was episode. I think it was episode 7 of season 1. It was the interrogation scene. I had on like a burgundy, like a eggplant suit on.
That's your favorite color. Well, that's Shaker's favorite color. That's her favorite hue.
Look, my favorite color, anything in the purple family is my favorite color, FYI. Like that's my favorite color. I'm a purple girl. So yeah, it's royalty. I like royalty. Something to inspire to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think those, but every episode. Say again.
I said I was trying to see what the episode was about. It's about the newborn baby being adopted from the hospital. In this season episode. Okay. Oh yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah. And I just felt like I was able episode 1 of this season, I just felt like me and Trent, I felt like, I also felt like me and Gabby, I was able to lock in with her in episode 1, like, look, let us do this. I see what you're trying to do. Our relationship kind of changed a little bit this season, where I became more open to wanting to help her and her seeing my value.
Yeah.
And the episode coming up, I think, is really, really good too. I love when we're dealing with our folks.
Yeah.
And we're trying to solve these cases where people don't bring enough light to. Just like the last episode, not the last episode with the young man that the girl buried him. I wanted to punch somebody in the face. That's true.
Same here.
Yes, that was a difficult episode. Yeah.
I said they were lucky they didn't send me to go to that lady's house, because it would have been on and popping.
Yeah.
Real talk.
We need Shaker
I
on
said,
the scene.
keep me out of that scene. Keep me out of that scene, because it's been a problem.
Yeah,
for sure.
In real life.
Real life, play life, on life. Okay.
Yeah. Because you playing with children, like that was a very heavy episode. That was a heavy episode. It was a child with special needs that really could not, articulate himself. He didn't like to be touched. He had a lot going on, and and for somebody to put him in a hole,
crazy.
She said, well, he's a foster child. Nobody's going to be looking for him.
Oh, yeah. That's what she said to the deceased child, Lance. Yeah, I remember.
I'm like, no, he got 2 black men looking for him. Like, girl, what are you doing?
And he's a black child. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, he's a black child. This is stuff that we deal with that falls through the cracks. It really does, especially when you're dealing with IEPs and things like that, and special needs, and them trying to take away those services. And
honey.
Wow.
Yes. Real life. It's real life. It was real life.
That's one of the things that I love about the show.
Yeah.
And NK and Sonae,
those cases.
And NK and Sonae are such amazing line producers and writers, and just the whole writing team is ridiculous. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this. There's some things y'all don't get to see because they have to edit. You don't get the full story. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you can get it from the first word to the very last word, oh my God, their writing is. I wish there was more time for television, because when I tell you, if everything that's on the script could be like really seen, because we shoot it all, but editing, you have to edit. The time situation. And oh my God, it's just brilliant. They're just brilliant. They're just brilliant human beings, and they are truly a gift. They are, all of them.
Yeah.
And what they're putting on that paper is ridiculous.
Yes. And it's a lot of stuff is like true to life that they're, it's not any fake made up stuff. A lot of the stuff is real. Like, it seems like 90% of it is real.
Yeah.
When it comes to, even with the, the LGBTQ part of it, you got the children with, special needs. You got the Hispanic lady that was missing, that had a son that was missing for forever. You know, that's stuff that's like kind of going on now. You know,
Yeah.
it's real life. It's Found is amazing. It's an amazing show, and I tell everybody about it and watch it because, like we're saying, it's real life. It's real life, but it's on television. You know,
Yeah.
even with
for
kidnapping children, the kidnapping children part, that's real. You know,
It
it's real
is.
life.
The thing is, these are literally every single day cases. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, the numbers are
communities.
insane. The numbers are insane with how many people go missing in a day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And how many, it's ridiculous. And for a show like this to bring light to that, it's so important. There's stories that people don't know about.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not in their face every day. You understand what I'm saying? So to be able to tell these stories and shine a light on the missing, the hurt, the lost, people that are going through emotional turmoil on a consistent basis, like you're helping people not feel alone, to be seen, to be heard, and you can change people's lives like that, just to know they're not alone. And that's actually why I'm in this business in general, to make people feel heard, seen, not alone, that to know that they're enough.
Yeah.
And that people are out there with care and concern about their situations.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any question?
I got a question right quick. So you worked on Spider-Man. You also worked on Black Lightning. If there was one superpower that you could have, what?
Yes.
Oh my God. I knew, and I had an answer for this a while back, but I'm older now, so my brain don't work like it used to. Let me rethink the question.
Take your time. Take your time.
Not too much time. I'm coming.
You know, Jefferson Pierce, he had lightning, for an example, you know.
I wish I had the power to remove pain and replace it with love and light.
And that would do so much.
So,
Right.
Healing
hand.
That right there will heal the entire world.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I'm
That's a good one. That's a deep one.
Yeah.
Deep power.
Yes.
Because that affects how people operate and move and function.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Like your past life's pain, the things when you're growing up, the things that you experience dictate how a lot of times you affect other people. So if I can remove that and replace that with love and light to block that hurt from people, I think they will be able to give more, be of more service and help each other.
Wow. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Wow.
That's my superpower.
we can tell, you know, by everything that you said to us, that you are like, that's your love language, helping and being of service to people, you know. What is something that you like to do? What do you do for fun? What makes you happy? What makes you tick? What, you know, the happy part of Anisa?
It changes. I think spending time with my kids, because they're older now, so I don't really get to do that with them like that. They, you know, like I said, my middle is playing D1 football at the University of West Georgia. So I like to go watch them play.
Okay, so you're a football mom.
Go to the football and basketball. Actually, the funny story is he was not a football player. He started football in his junior year of high school. He's a basketball player.
Wow.
And he switched over in his junior year. And I was like, wait, what?
That was
and he said he was going to play D1. And we were like, well, slow down, partner. Because you
okay.
but he
already
broke
know.
records in his. Yeah, he God had a plan for him, a different vision for him, and that's how it works out. So I think watching them, who they are now, brings me light and joy. And then hanging with my peoples, my squad, like my bestie when I get to see her. She's in Philly, Kimmy. She's amazing. She also teaches at Temple, but she's like a director, producer, writer. She does everything. It's like, what don't she do? But yeah, just being around other creatives and going to fellowship with my people, and just, I love life and love people, but I also love to chill at home and watch some good TV and good movies. So good shows, like that's my thing right now. So, and chilling with my hubby, we do it together, and we go on dates every Friday. So that's my thing now. I'm practicing empty nest.
Oh,
Okay.
So yeah, that's my thing. I like to dance too. So yeah, I still can dance. I just don't drop it too low.
Okay.
Might not get back up.
Okay. You gotta drop it like it's hot and bring it up like it's warm, as they say.
Right. Very
Low,
good.
pick it up slow.
Okay.
That's fine.
So,
You saying you still can get a Sierra step in here and there, basically.
yeah, I mean, that's what I did. I used to dance for Gina Thompson. So I toured. I was on tour a lot earlier on in life. So I toured with Gina Thompson and Rennie Harris Pure Movement. So yeah, but I did. I've been living a long, fast, short life. That's the way I put it.
Okay. Long, fast, short.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. Because I'm about to turn 50 in August. So yeah, I'm up there.
Okay, cool beans. Look at that. We don't crack. Listen,
Right.
we don't crack.
No,
Okay?
but we do chip a little bit, my neck and my back, just a little bit.
on instant.
It's a slow burn.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, we thank you for coming. I know we only had you for a few moments, but we thank you for coming through. Anything you want to let the people know, where to find you, what you got going on, what you got coming up next, any social media handles you want to throw out there?
Oh yeah, I mainly rep on Instagram. I know it's kind of connected to my Facebook, but I'm never on Facebook. I'm an Instagram person. So yeah, at Anisa Nyell J. So ANISA NYELL J for Johnson. To find me there. What do I have coming up? I am coming out with my own eyeglass line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm doing that in conjunction with this beautiful team over called Alexa Elise. They already have their eyewear out. And so we're doing a little combination and a little collab over there. So I'm very excited about that. Only coming up soon. Things are moving kind of weird with the tariffs and stuff. So we don't know. So we're trying to figure it out. But yeah, I'm excited about that project. And of course, we still acting. So can't say what I'm working on or what's coming, but it's gonna be good, and we're blessed.
All right, and we'll be looking out for
prayerfully, fingers crossed. Prayerfully, we'll get a season 3. That's what we're hoping for, y'all. So I need everybody to tune in. So Shaker can come back, because this week, I believe episode 30 is my last episode for the season. So
okay.
Yeah.
For the season?
No.
Oh man, come on.
It's above my pay grade, trust me. Right, I know. I'm not dead, so I can come back for season 3. We need the
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So we believe in to get more extensive.
Yes.
Please pray for it, make it happen, y'all. The fans gotta make it happen. The fans gotta make it happen.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am. That's what we are here for. To keep you working, to keep everybody working, and to keep found on our TV screens, because we are really, really loving the show.
Yes,
ma'am. So
yes, I will tell y'all this. I will leave y'all with this. Oh my God, it's so much better. Oh my God, it's so juicy what's coming.
What?
Y'all, and I'm talking about the whole season. Like, it's ridiculous. That's all I can that's what I have to leave y'all. Can't tell y'all why it's ridiculous, but I can tell y'all still every episode will be a cliffhanger.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little something else? You can add a little something else.
A little bit more.
Okay, all right, here you go. Don't tell nobody I told y'all this.
Okay.
But the suits and the wardrobe gets hot. So that's all I got.
Okay. We'll take it. I believe you on that one. Now that one I believe. I believe.
Right. That's hilarious.
That's
Well, Miss
all
Johnson,
I can give contractually. That's all I can give contractually.
Right. Yeah,
well,
we
thank
get it.
you
Trying to
We
make it to
so
season
much.
3.
Yes,
Yes.
make it to season 3. We got to have you in season 3. Yes, ma'am. Well, Miss Johnson, I thank you for coming to visit us and chopping it up with us. We really appreciate you. We really love you and your character on Found, and we cannot wait to see what else you have in store for us. And if anything, nothing else, just want you to have a good night, great rest of the year, and many blessings to you and all of your endeavors.
Oh, thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate what y'all do for us too. I'm loving watching the recaps. I'm loving to hear what y'all think, and it's just been a blessing. So thank y'all for doing it.
Yes, ma'am. And also I want to thank Lawrence, you and Lawrence for the connection. And I'm glad because we don't have I'm sorry, let me say this. We don't have a lot of, actors, actresses, or celebrities that tap into content creators and say anything to them. Like, you don't really have that because for whatever reason they don't do it. But when he said you did, I was like, dang, that is so dope because you don't see people, they don't do it. They don't pay him any attention. If they do, they don't say anything. And I appreciate you for saying something to him for for y'all, the conversation. I truly appreciate you for, looking at the little people.
Thank you for saying that because I'm gonna tell you, I'm the type of person, I'm a grassroots type of person. I'm like, get it on the ground. Like, I believe everybody has a voice. Everybody should be heard. So if I can help, that's what I do. And I had one of the directors from this season literally called the whole cast up before we shot to get to know us. I've never had that happen before. So I felt loved and cared for before I even made it to the set on that particular episode. Like, the fact that he did that was insane. And I was just like, wait, and everybody I spoke to on the cast after, I was like, did he call you? They was like, yeah, girl. We were like, what?
That's awesome.
So
that's good.
It makes a difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say that's how I operate. If I can, I will. I'm honest too. Like, I'm
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have to have you come back up when the season ends so we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching this like them.
Hey.
Yes.
Fingers crossed for season 3.
Yes.
Yes. Because
eyes,
not even just for me, but I want it for NK and Sone and the cast and the crew. Because the work and the amount of hours that we put in,
I can imagine.
overnight, we be going, we be going hard, like late nights, like overnight. They be tired, but they push through to bring these stories to life. Like, there's no, the cast, not just the cast, but the crew, the hours they got to get up and then the hours they end, because they're there after us, breaking stuff down, and they need all the love. We could not do this without them. Our crew is ridiculous. Our crew is the bomb. Motherfucking calm. They are amazing.
All the hard work shows. It's a great show.
Yes, it does. It shows. It shines right through the the camera, the lens, and I'll be ready to talk about it. I'll text somebody like, "Did y'all see that? Oh my gosh, y'all watch it? Have you watched it yet?"
I love it.
Yes, I love it. We love it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Miss Johnson, thank you for coming.
So I'm always available to chop it up. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for coming through, and we appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy your evening.
Oh my gosh, very inspirational.
She said, wait a minute.
Love that.
Yeah, that was so dope. Yeah.
Shout out.
She's just so warm. I love it.
Yes, she was so warm. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Lawrence.
Yeah,
Lawrence
Yes,
got
Lawrence.
that
problem.
Thank you.
connection.
Yeah, we definitely gotta have her
That's
back for
beautiful.
the season finale.
Mhm.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right.
we can talk about the good
Mhm.
stuff.
Right.
Yes.
I was like, we talk about it every week. You know, I be doing breakdowns. Aries be doing her breakdowns. I was like, yo, it'd be great if we get somebody from the show. Oh
Mhm.
my God, she followed me on Twitter and we connected. I was like, yo, Andy, I got
Nice.
on. And Andy's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, Detective Shaker is here, baby.
Yes. Yes. I was like, what? All right.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
amazing.
whatever we got to do, we're going to have her bring her on up, sir. Put her in,
Right.
coach.
That's
Uh,
funny.
yes. And I'm trying to get my slides up now. That was
Yeah,
so good. That was
my
very
son was peeking in like, she's on right now. I'm like, yeah, that's the lady from Noah. Yeah, and from yeah.
Which
yeah.
one?
The man
Which
that's speaking their
one?
language. The middle one that will never come on
Oh,
camera.
okay.
The 16-year-old.
That's what I said. Which one? Right. I'm saying. I know it's not the little man.
No, because the little one would have been in the camera. We had to have a whole long
Right.
conversation. But the middle one, he peeked over my shoulder so he could see. He's like, with the glasses, yeah.
I can't wait to see her eyewear line to come out. That's
Oh, I
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
right?
and
I know
I'm
I'm looking
blind. I
forward
mean, I don't wear
to.
my glasses all the time, but I got contacts and I am blind.
That's why I'm thinking. I'm like, let me start wearing my glasses so I could get some Anisa
Some
Nyell
deals.
Johnson
Okay.
glasses.
All
That
right.
NS. Wait, we're just probably gonna be like ANJ or something cute. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mhm.
I'm trying to get my slides up, y'all. I'm coming.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. They saying they was surprised too. Shout out to India Garcia, lighting up with Letitia, DeMarcus.
Yeah,
Who else
she's
pulled
down to
up?
earth.
Lemon Kush. Lemon Kush was in here
Tamika.
early. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tamika's Den.
Tamika's Zing, yep.
EJ popped
EJ.
in.
DJ.
Thanks y'all for pulling up, showing the love. P. Bronson. We
Mhm.
appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Very much. Candy, you getting slides for the episode?
Yeah. Trying to get them
Okay.
pulled up. Yeah, I was being fancy, ain't it?
We got to talk about it.
That's what I say. What?
Yeah.
Professional.
Don't count me out.
Shout out, my Wi-Fi
But
kicked
you know
out because we
my
had like bad wind here, and like they sent us a text message, but it never affects me. I'm like, today of all days, the Wi-Fi gonna go out.
Oh, because the wind.
Right.
Okay.
Of all
Yeah.
days, huh?
Mhm.
That's how it be.
Well, Mo, you want to go ahead and start the conversation about the limit? I'm trying to get these pictures pulled up, and
Okay.
Canva is acting like a nut job right now.
Thank you, Tamika. Tamika telling us great job.
Thank you, Tamika.
Thank you, Tamika. You still come on up and talk about the
I was
episode.
looking for her, like we missing something.
Yeah, she was on with EJ.
Yeah, I figured that much. I forgot
Mm-hmm.
that y'all was over there talking about family business, Nola. So
Wow, I cannot get over Detective Shaker. Like she just is so, just so
down to
real.
earth. Mm-hmm.
Yes, down to earth.
She got 3
And
boys. I said, "Come on, 3 boys."
Yeah, boy,
Oh yeah, that is
mom,
right. Boy, mom.
I saw her. She was like, woo, woo.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she very inspirational. Just like
Mm-hmm.
to be 49 years old and still like pursuing and doing her thing,
Yeah.
while also being like a mom to some successful children already. So that's just so awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
D1 and you start playing in junior year of high school is crazy. That's wonderful.
That's what I said. That was a risk, but I'm like, he already had a plan, so he already know what it was.
Yeah.
What he was doing.
Yeah.
So
He said, we gonna do it. It's God's plan.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So y'all could let me pull up these slides.
You got it?
No, I'm trying. Canva acting a booger right now.
So
let me go off camera so I can focus. But go ahead and if you want to, quarterback this thing for me while I
okay, quarterback. I'm a quarterback this thing the best as I can. So the episode starts off where we see Sir. We know Gabby got arrested from the last episode. And he getting, fingerprinting and stuff, and then he in front of Heavy Boot Trent, and he in front of the camera, so he in the interrogation room. I forget.
Mhm.
And then because Gabby kidnapped him. Technically, she
Yeah.
did.
And she admitted to it.
Right, she admitted to it, and they got him in front of the camera, and they want him to tell him about Gabby's doing of kidnapping him. And then we get a flashback. So this episode is heavy on the flashback of Gabby and Sir, how he got captured into her basement and stuff like that. So it was 2023, 282 days before his escape.
Come on, remembering the days.
Come
Okay.
on.
I'm good with if I see a number, I can kind of remember. So it's like, okay. So it also, mind you, in this flashback, we see Margaret still, looking for her son.
Uh-oh.
And we know what happened last episode when this little boy tap on her shoulder talking about, I'm your son and mom.
All the pieces.
So, right, it's coming together. So we see a flashback as Gabby kidnapping and held captive of Sir in her basement. We also see Margaret coming in still looking for her son. They found some remains. Some remains, and then we saw he had an evidence bag of some shoes. Yeah, so and what's the name? Also help Gabby with Sir. What's his name?
Don.
Yeah, so we already know he helped. So we saw his involvement. And yep, there go the girl.
Did I kick people out? Wait a minute.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Is everybody up?
Yeah, we here.
Tamika's coming in.
Tamika here too. Hey, Tamika.
Okay.
Hey, Tamika, girl.
Let me adjust this picture. Can I adjust this?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Tamika.
Yeah. There go our girl with a mug shot.
I was so confused by this.
Why you was confused?
Yes.
Because I thought Sir was just getting snatched up. I didn't know Gabby was going too. I thought, we taking Sir.
Talking about that.
She still had a warrant. I mean, she still had that warrant out for arrest.
Yeah, that's what I came to realize. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. So she arrested, and then flashback we see Margaret still trying to find her son. Found some shoes. It was her son's shoes. It was buried with some remains they found of a child, and they thinking it's Jamie, but they not sure. Which is
this was a twist that I didn't see.
Margaret got me feeling like, did you even recognize them shoes? Because clearly we see that she's gonna force herself to believe what she wants to believe at this point when it comes to Jamie. Was them even his shoes? Like,
she said,
in other words, the Margaret vision doesn't work with Jamie. When it comes to Jamie, the Margaret vision is broken.
She let it go. She kicked it to the curb. That's what she did.
I was afraid this was gonna happen.
It probably doesn't work since it's like her in her own situation and she wants her son back so bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Right.
And also in this flashback, this is also Gabby grieving her father. Her father just passed. So she looking at his obituary and got his ashes. This is all happening within days of each other. So
yes.
This
was a crazy episode.
Set up for her to
Gabby ain't been resting her whole life. Gabby ain't been resting. She just been on 20 her whole life.
Man, come on. Get this girl a break.
She'll be on the run. Yep.
Yes, so the slides are mixed up. They're not all in order, but it is what it is. So where did you stop, Monique?
I said, this is the flashback scene I was talking about because Trent did come over and trying to help Margaret out to look for her son and help Gabby. They still, even though they in between cases and stuff, they still be still trying to find Margaret's son. So since they found some remains and some new stuff that might be her son and all, so he just came over to relay the message to Gabby, and he willing to give up a file for Margaret to look at and show her the shoes that was in the Ziploc bag that they found with the remains, buried with the remains. Oh, okay. Who said that? Okay.
Right. They said he's up out of
What?
here. He got to be.
Oh,
Where else he at? That's the only thing that
right.
Yeah,
makes sense.
that's somebody else said too. I was kind of hoping that wasn't true, but yeah.
But we know
All
Mhm.
this
in this flashback, these remains is not her kids. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah. So we get to see, so they're discussing, he lets her see the case file, and she looks through it, and he shows her those shoes that was in the bag. This was, I'm not gonna say weird, but this episode was wait a minute, let me go back. Okay. So, we get to see, Sir being
Snatched up.
tied up and gagged,
Gagged and bound.
Right.
and yes, it's like, now what? So we realized, okay, this is a flashback. This is how we became to how everything started. What did y'all think when y'all saw Sir down there and Gabby, them up there? And now, but we get to see. I'm going back to the episodes of how he was able to hear in season 1, hear her talking, how that came up, how he knew where to go, how he knew where part of the house she was in, because he had broken out and been in that walked around in the house. What did y'all think when y'all saw him down there, and how I don't know, what did they zoomed in on this little gold looking thing that he must have used that to cut himself, to cut his stuff. But
Yeah, because Gabby did not think none of this through, child. She just threw him down there, and he just got himself right on out. I said, "What are we doing?" And he was hearing everything. I said, "You did not think this
gotta
through."
realize she's not thinking clearly because she's grieving and she's upset at the same time because she's blaming Sir for her father's demise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't do things like that. You shouldn't do them at all, but especially during that, like, this time frame was
emotional.
You're in duress.
Yeah, I
hate to say this, but
I'm sorry.
He's lucky that Sir feels the way he feels about her, because this could have gone terribly wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Because I was like, well, damn, he could have actually been gone already. The fact that he even stayed around and went back downstairs. And I'm like, I can understand Gabby because we know where she coming from with her emotions. But Dawn didn't really think it out either as somebody that's helping her.
Right.
From the outside, yeah.
And who threw these little tracks up in Sir's head? Why did he have a little 2 tracks, a little wavy hair up in the side? I said, what?
It was too funny. I'm like, Lord, Sir got the little Mr. Brown going on. It was giving Mr. Brown. This is your favorite.
Funny. Hilarious.
So what do y'all think, Lawrence? What do you think when Sir went upstairs and touched the obituary, and of course he had to run back down? What do you
should have run out that door? It was stupid. He wouldn't be captured.
Yeah, I mean, like, he easily ran out the door, but I mean, he wants to be a kept man, basically down. I'm saying, think obituary. He knows he kind of like had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? He's speaking negative about Gabby's father, stuff like that. But he, like, it ain't no secret he could have been escaped, but he wants to be kept because he feel like they supposed to be together at the end of the day.
We belong together. No.
Okay.
Man.
This is not Mariah Carey.
No.
No, sir. Anybody else? What are y'all thoughts on when Sir, was upstairs messing with her stuff?
I knew he wasn't gonna put something back right. I don't even think that he did it to be like, oh, I want Gabrielle to know that I've been out. I think that he just didn't have enough time to be doing what he was all up there doing, rambling and looking at the man obituary and talking to it, and
he probably
all
didn't
that.
think he would notice that kind of stuff.
Right.
He does.
Yes.
No, because he had to run downstairs like somebody's badass toddler where they wasn't supposed to be. He was like,
right. And then that lets us know why all those freaking locks was on her door.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why she had like 4 or 5 locks on the door. Because of your ass. Escaping.
The thing about Gabby, she can always tell something is missed out of place. You know what I'm saying? She knows Like she basically, or you've been walking around my house, or you move this item right here off the kitchen table. She knows when stuff is completely out of order.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when she end up and if I miss some, y'all let me know. But when she finds out that Sir was in the house, she goes down there with her blicky and she puts it to his forehead. But he saves himself by saying, "That's not Margaret's son. That can't be."
It only took him 2 seconds to flip through that folder and know that wasn't her son.
Right,
And
exactly.
I said her walls is thin as hell. I thought my walls was thin. Like the whole conversation.
And he in the basement. That's crazy.
Yes.
He
Yes.
done
I'm like,
rolled
okay,
some down on the plastic. Like he doing a lot.
They need to get that foam and spray under there, because gracious. That's why he called heavy. That's why Trent is heavy boots, because you can hear everything.
Right.
Oh gosh. The whole scene had me shook with Gabby just on the brink with rage, anger, and sadness. I thought he was done for, but the whole Jamie discovery saved him. Yes, Jamie, and I think it saved him because he probably is part of the reason why this little boy is missing, or he knows something, because it was just too much. Like, come on now. But the book thing was very genius. You know, anybody want to discuss the book thing about the third revision with the added poem or something in
it? And
anybody want to discuss that part?
The Playground of Verses or something like that. I think that's what
he basically proven himself to be valuable early on. Now we see how everything got started, because in the first season all we see is Sir being the man behind, the criminal mind, so to speak, basically helping solve these cases. So now we seeing how he got there.
Yeah, I would have been worried too if this wasn't a flashback and we already knew that Sir was alive and well, because
Yeah, I definitely, first of all, I always appreciate the flashbacks, but even though you clearly know from us seeing, the beginning that nothing wasn't going to happen to him at this point, they such good actors and it's so intense that you feel nervous, like, oh God, what's she going to do? What's going to happen now? So
no one ain't never going to happen.
Right.
Right. Like, oh Lord, she gonna kill him, but no, we know she gonna kill him because hell,
I said she must have at least popped him, because she went down there with that blicky, like she was about to do something with it.
Get a little pinky toe or something, child.
Something, right?
She wanted him. Yes. The theory for Jamie mystery: he is either unfortunately dead, or Sir found him within the 13 years and made him some type of protege to get back at Gabby and M&A.
Wow.
Okay, now.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Look,
pretty deep.
Okay. So, let's talk about
this
Jamie.
imposter. This imposter.
Okay.
India has said something earlier about maybe that's a nephew of Sir's or something earlier in the comments, and I was like, now that could be
or that girl,
Heather, somebody,
that witch. So thoughts on how Margaret her vision is not on. Like Tamika said, maybe it's not working because it's her. Her vision is not on. She doesn't want to hear anything. She doesn't want to hear anything from anybody. They are they're walking on eggshells around her, because they don't want her to, like Don said, he don't want to have to go back and get her ass out the water. Okay.
Wading in the water.
They're tiptoeing around her, but I wonder at what point are they going to tell her, like, listen, you're going to have to come about this, because this ain't your son. Like,
he's acting very suspicious. Like, you don't want to go home. You keep asking more about Gabby and M&A than you're like, you don't want to know anything about your mom. You don't want to know anything about your family. You don't want to say where you were.
I'm guessing he don't have no mole on his right elbow.
Yeah.
We ain't synced it. Okay.
I said, why are you asking about Gabby and M&A?
And he's like, he's looking at he's looking like he's analyzing everything. Like he's looking, he's trying to figure out how many X's they got, how many this. It's like he's trying to figure out what's going on in M&A.
He casing the joint.
Yes. Yeah.
He casing the joint.
For what we don't know, but he sure is.
Oh goodness.
That should have been a first red flag about asking these questions about M&A. Gabby, this man barely wants to even embrace and wrap his arms all the way around his mother. Like we didn't hear no mom, mom, I miss you. We didn't hear nothing like that right there.
Right. He supposed to have walked up to her like on that scene from Color Purple. Mama. That's what he was supposed to do. He didn't do it. I'm sorry. I'm not believing it. Mama.
Yeah. And then he's looking at them like he's suspiciously. He's looking at Don and Bella. Gabby. And like they're suspicious, like they owe him something. You know what I'm saying? Like, or he knows they know.
Yeah,
this lady here acting slow. So long as she acts slow and y'all know and y'all don't say nothing, I'm gonna be all right. But I think he would hurt her. I think he would hurt Margaret.
That's what Don was worried about.
That's what they were worried about.
Like, are you on drugs?
Acting weird. I didn't really think that much about it, even though I still was giving him the side out because I'm like, you don't know what he's been through and all the time that he's been away. But once he started getting specific about Gabby and being extra with that, I was like, yeah, no, ain't no way you come back from being there missing and you, why is Gabby not here? She the only one I haven't seen. I'm like, what are we talking about here? Now, when he sat down with Dawn, that conversation actually felt more authentic because he was basically like, she's expecting me to just be able to go back home and be in the room like I'm the kid that left and I'm not that kid anymore. And when Dawn shared what happened to him, that was more authentic to me. But the rest of it, I was like, what the hell? Like, nah.
And then the thing is, when he was go ahead, Avery. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that was somebody else. I think it was that.
No, I just said got my good eye. That's all I said.
Oh yeah. But then when he was asking about if it's who's a pessimist and who's an optimist, I'm not Negro. Boy, you don't know these people,
right?
Or
he pretty much read them down, like, oh, you must be an optimist.
Or do you know these people?
But
where have you been that you have this information about?
Right.
But did y'all also see that disgusting look that Gabby had on her face when she was looking at him as if Gabby already knew something? I don't know if y'all remember that scene, but the way Gabby,
I think that's the scene where he's looking at Gabby in this picture right here. I think that's what he's looking at. He's looking at her like, you better shut your mouth.
Right.
Yeah. Margaret is the only one that's blind to the BS. I feel like everybody's kind of sideways. Even Zeke, Lacey, everybody's like, we don't know this man.
Hell, Zeke from a computer screen,
right.
Vibes.
Then when Zeke went and checked the cameras to see like did he ever get off a bus, and we finding out that he actually been coming there over the last couple of weeks, so he may have been watching them all this time as well. And when the way she first reacted to him, she was trying to read him, so that shows that there's some doubt that's there with her too. Because at first I thought she looked at him and recognized him immediately, but it's like now it wasn't that. So
yeah, I wasn't sure about that either. I was like, are you looking at him like, if I didn't see my son for 10 years, how you look at your son and you know that's your son? Or are you trying to Margaret vision him? I was trying to pick up on that, but Don asked her and she ain't telling. She was like, you did the Margaret vision. What did it tell you? She was like, it's my son. I was like, oh God. Come on, Margaret.
Margaret. Me alone.
No, we're going to have to get her committed.
For real.
And then when he said, but did y'all hear when he said, you still wanted to look for me, but it was like he was throwing a hint at Gabby, like she ain't want to look for me no more, but I'm glad you still want look for me. Did y'all remember him saying that?
Yeah.
Like he was throwing digs at Gabby so much.
Yeah.
Like, why are you how you know who want to look for you some more and who stopped? Like, how you know?
That's what I want to know. How does he know when he got abducted or whatever, when he ran off? He was a little kid. The remains that we found was even 12 years later. So you don't even know nothing about these. Did Margaret even work at this job when he was abducted? You know?
Yeah.
Like, well, how do you even know all these people? Margaret not asking the right questions.
And throwing all those daggers at Gabby, telling me she's not even here. Like, she's not here, right? Like, I'm back after 13 years and she's not here. Like, what? Who is she to you? What?
Right.
Sir, boy, what's really going on?
I'm like, he want to go home.
He don't want to go home. See his
you don't want to see them siblings because they gonna know. The daddy, they gonna know.
Look, I didn't like him. I'm like, oh,
Not you playing on her vulnerability.
Yeah, exactly what he's doing.
Says somebody is kicking the bucket next episode. India be knowing everything, child. Who's kicking the bucket?
However, in this episode, someone dies that is surprising and it raises some suspicion with the accomplice. Who y'all think is child? I hope it's that boy right there.
I doubt it's him.
Jesus.
Not the imposter.
Yeah, they ain't been open that long.
That boy right there.
Yeah, him. He got to go.
Because he don't show no emotions. Like I'm not. I wasn't feeling him when he first grabbed her the other week.
No, because the timing of it all was very suspect.
Very yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because she went soon as she went in, here he comes. I think who brought it up? Gabby brought it up. As soon as I leave.
She was like, no, what's the chances of that? No coincidence like that.
I'm gonna need Don or Gabby to slick do a DNA test.
Yeah,
they did. I think they did.
But I think that's what Don was trying to do when he took I thought that's what he was going to do with the cup, but then later when he ate the pizza,
for the mold.
That's when he was looking for the mold, and then when he came back after they ate the pizza, he took something off the table and he was pretending to be asleep. As soon as Don walked out that room, he looked right up at him.
Right.
Oh, right. Jesus. So we get where Gabby is calling the library where that book, I guess, close. I'm not sure if the closest to where they are located, but she was calling the library to the librarian and asked her about the book. And it was the words that she used when speaking to Gabby that later on triggers her to realize that something wasn't right. But in this one, in this scene, she is getting on him about the book, that not being the version. I think there was it was
a third edition, and then it was a third re-edition.
Yeah, and that had the poem in it. But the lady said it did not. I guess she didn't want to be. What was that with the lady though? Remind me, somebody put me.
She's trying to throw her off the trail. It sounds like because she was.
She was trying to throw her off. She actually had met the girl because it was a girl, the child that they found, wasn't it? I believe so.
Yeah.
And she told she couldn't find her parents. She told her she was gonna help her find her parents. But then she
stir her. Yeah, she's another stir.
Yeah,
basically trying to make the perfect child, and the child wasn't acting perfect, and then she got rid of the child.
Right.
That lady made me think about you got him cock-a-doodie cock. What's the movie? Misery.
That's my movie.
Yeah, it made me think about Kathy Bates. I'm like, okay, Lawrence.
Then the way Gabby slammed that computer down, I said, you could have just left. You could have just ended the call.
That's another way to end it.
Hard.
She was just pissed. She was in her emotions heavy.
Right. Yes. You know, she's still grieving.
Lawrence, what are your thoughts on the librarian in the book? Here it is. Learn was to learn and live, not live and learn. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember that scene actually. I had talked to somebody else about that one. I'm trying to remember that part.
What was the scene?
other librarian, repeating that line. Her motto was to learn and live and not live and learn. But then when Gabby said, I think Sir said that to Gabby, that's what made her call back or something. Yeah. Okay.
Then she went back to Sir and
it was like, you lied to me. She was upset with him
because it was like they confusing the third edition with the third re-edition. The third edition originally came out in 2007. The third re-edition came out in 2015. So with a salacious poem in it.
Sir was like, you knocked me on my head. Like, I misspoke. Relax.
I'm woozy. He was like, I'm woozy, But then she told him you can't. She threw his food down like they did on The Color Purple. She said, you can't eat till you figure this out.
And he put them glasses on and was getting right to work.
I said, okay.
She said, I'm not going to unalive you. I'm going to keep you here to help me with these cases.
And
make yourself useful.
That's exactly what you're right, Avery. That's exactly what he wanted.
Partner by any means.
Yeah, by any means necessary. But I was glad to see the flashbacks of how this became, because we all said it, like this is what happened, but we didn't know exactly how it happened. But he was saving himself when he did this. Let's see. Leaving that part. Poor Margaret. Okay, y'all remember in this scene when I think it's like in the beginning of the episode when Sir was downstairs cutting the food and they up there talking and he making all that noise and you got Don trying to leave.
That's one of my tools.
I left my toolbox on the edge of the ladder and he must have fell down.
I said, y'all know y'all look suspicious.
Yeah, that is so whack. And I bet you if they think about it, they be like,
yeah,
right. You know they thinking about that like, oh, you remember that time we was at
And this is where Don had an issue with what's the name who stayed in the house. He said if you would leave the house, you would have this problem.
Didn't it? Because I was wondering, I'm like, why would he talk to Zeke like that? But I didn't realize at the time that it was a flashback.
It was not cool.
Last season they had to have a come to Jesus moment.
Right.
Really not
talking to him like that.
Ethan is the one that really brought them together because he told Don like you know you'd have been through the same thing. Go over there and talk to that boy.
Yeah, that's when I like Ethan.
Right. When we used to like him.
The like.
And even Dawn was, they recording a video about to try to tell what his part was in on, with this whole thing because he didn't want Gabby to be in jail.
Recording his confession.
Right. These are my confessions.
Right.
So what about Gabby talking to Sir about them becoming partners in a partnership and then telling Gabby that he suffers from panic attacks. Now you know Gabby suffered from panic attacks.
That's what I'm saying. He even could hear the panic attacks from downstairs.
Yes, he got ears like a dog.
Y'all know Sir got them hound ears.
He got hound dog ears. Good God. But then he, lets her know that when she walked into his classroom that the attack stopped. And because I said, sir, you do not have a reason to live because this child walked in your classroom. Right. I don't get it. What is his obsession? I don't get it.
That right there is a predator. That is predatory vibes right there.
Exactly.
A little teenage girl all of a sudden calmed you down. That is insane when we think about it.
My brain will not let me stop feeling like there's a connection between that black lady in the first season that was caring for him when his mama was wilding out and Gabby. Don't ask me why, but I don't know if it's that the lady that Gabby reminds him of the lady. I don't think it's her mom, but I'm just like I just keep going back to that. Now he's definitely twisted in the head because she's a child, but I'm like,
yeah,
Miss Kira, I'm not letting that go either. I'm still hanging on to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Sir had been watching her for a long time. That's how he knew about the panic attacks. Okay. Well, yeah, he'd been watching her for a hot minute. Hi, Kendall.
Kendall.
Yeah, that's true, because even when he said that it's been so many years and she has been trying to find him, he like, I've been keeping an eye on you. I see things you're doing and how brilliant you are.
Yep. Yep. She told me he better be valuable and he better be brilliant. Because I'm in control, not you. I said to myself, yeah, you in control because he letting you be in control, ma'am. Sorry, but you ain't in control like you think so. Like you think. I think he was looking for a replacement for Gabby from that black lady that took care of him. He always thought she always taught him how to read all those books. Okay. Yeah. Everybody always looking for a replacement.
She was feeding him and whatnot. I just was like, oh.
Right. She made him some spaghetti.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so basically, you were looking for
than a damn fruitcake.
Well,
right,
that's the larger part of it.
Okay.
For real.
We need a couple of little more family flashbacks, like, because we really did. We got him, but we didn't really get like Christian. And then I guess once we find out that the sister is Heather or whoever, we'll maybe get,
Well, Heather can't be the sister because they was in the bed together.
No, not
Heather.
Heather. No, Heather was with Trent. I'm thinking.
I was about to say, when was she in the bed?
I was say when that happened and where is that at?
Candy adding scenes to this.
Candy putting people together.
Like, wait a minute, I don't remember that.
Heavy boots, not messy boots. Getting your boots confused.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, that was heavy boots, not messy boots. Yeah. Okay.
Now, do y'all think that Trent really thought Sir was about to come in here and give a damn confession, or turn Gabby in, or y'all think he knew?
Right. Yeah, he thought.
I think he did. I don't think they know the level to which that man is so obsessed with her. Somewhere in his head, because he's by the book, I feel like he really thought that he was going to say something.
Right.
That's what he thought.
I knew he was not going to say a word, even though they threw us off with the flashback. Like, let me tell you what Gabby did to me, and then it did a flashback. And then it came back to the
even as a get back to when she had told Heavy Boots, like, get him, and then the lights went out and it was tussling. So maybe he figured, like, as get back to Gabby, that he was going to say something. I think he thought that man was going to say something, but
yeah.
Sir said, ha ha ha, ha ha ha.
Right. No. I really love Gabrielle. Unlike you arrested her. I would never do that.
Right. You arrested her. You don't love her.
You don't love her like I do.
Child. And of course, he got to do this whole monologue about her being she's not a monster, and that shame on you for thinking that Gabby Mosley would do something like this. And so she did not corroborate his story.
He said Gabby for the people. She loved the kids. Gabby loved everybody.
I say, dang. Gabrielle is innocent, child. I said, well, sir.
But it's funny because nobody thought to that level. I mean, I guess we didn't know he was going to get Gabby and Sir in at the same time, because remember, Lacey is like, I can't see a way out of this either. So had we known that the two of them was going to be there at the same time, we would have known this is our way out. But
I guess Sir, he want to play with Gabby, so he need Gabby to be on the outside, not on the inside. He can't play with her like she's on the inside, so he need her on the outside to be able to play with her.
Yeah. I wonder how in the world could Trent possibly live with himself if Gabby really did go to jail?
He gonna be right up there acting a fool,
right?
He could be making visits.
Because keep in mind, that once was a woman that he kind of like loved. You know what I'm saying? But now, he's trying to go by the book on everything. So this had me.
He's conflicted for sure.
Yeah, Trent. He sorry. Real quick. Oh, go ahead, Samika.
No. I was just gonna say if she did, go and have to stay in, I think he would have been trying to work a way for her to get out, because even though initially when he was pissed off, he kept trying to put her in there. Then he changed his mind, and it was more so the captain that was like, now we got to do this because stuff ain't looking right. And, he wasn't really wanting to put her in there anymore. So that's why I was asking, do y'all really think that he believed that Sir was about to put everything on Gabby? Because I knew Sir wasn't about to do that, but I was just like wondering what his thinking was.
Right. I don't know. I think he probably did, but like Tamika said, he would have been still trying to help her get through it. Like, okay, now that she's locked up, let's figure out how we gonna get her out, or what could we do?
Yes, I'm with Kendall. Trent is still low-key smitten with Gabby. Heather is a convenient distraction.
Right. She ain't nothing but a rebound.
Okay. Ooh, so I don't know, Margaret. This is what they noticed Margaret did to Margaret on this boy.
Fake Jamie.
Yeah, and that's why Don asked her, like, what did you pick up when you do your Margaret vision thing? And it's my son. And he don't have, and they notice he don't have no thrill, no emotions. Happy to see her.
No, he sure don't.
I think Margaret has been so much distressed that she's willing to accept
anything.
Like, because we don't know the truth about this kid, and like that, it's no emotion hardly.
And somebody fed him what he's supposed to know, because even when he kind of said, like, she's not the same person that I knew when I left kind of situation, I'm like, all right, you have some insight. Like, somebody has given you, maybe it's Sir, maybe it's somebody else, somebody has given you some details towards the situation for you to be able to act accordingly, but you still acting suspect, and you're not changed.
And talking about when I left, what happened to you? How did you leave? Did you get snatched up? Did you run away? Where have you been?
But you look healthy. You look like you don't look malnourished. You don't look like you need no IV. You don't look like you need no IV treatments or shots or nothing.
Right.
You like you.
If anything, look like you might been on a little meth.
Do y'all think?
Avery's crazy.
Do y'all think that he was ever kidnapped and somebody, I don't know whether it's Sir or whoever, took him? And I agree with Miss Kira, like he been fed something. Or do y'all think that he could have actually been placed wherever the real Jamie was at, and he know info from him? I don't know, child. It's definitely some stuff going on.
Let's talk about it.
Right.
It
smell right.
Right. You know the story of Jamie, so now you gonna get out and portray him. He could have even been, I was gonna say he could have been somebody following the case, because it was an episode of Law and Order kind of like this, where a family had a child that was missing for years, and all of a sudden this girl come back with a 4-leaf clover tattoo.
Yep.
Yes. You remember that, Candy?
Yep.
And we don't know why, but this fool Jamie up here probably did the same thing.
But I think that young lady ended up putting hers on the wrong hand or wrong wrist.
She did
or something
wrong.
He forgot the damn mole, so there's that.
He forgot the mole, right?
Yeah, he forgot the mole. Big dummy. You supposed to put a mole on your elbow. Now, which elbow? I don't know.
I thought it was the right. No.
Yeah. Don got that jacket up off of him, though. He probably don't even know about the mole, because he would have been.
And then they cut away. I'm like, I thought they was gonna show the arm as he walking away. I'm like, they cut away.
But they was showing Don looking at him. They seen that.
I'm like, only Don knows.
Yeah, I'm like, show us his elbows. Why y'all not showing us?
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Heather, Christian, and Jamie each took way too much interest in Gabby whenever they first met her. The whole Evans clan is a hot mess. Yep, I'm assuming they're all related. And yes, we are with you. I see you. We see each other. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah. But I like that twist, Tamika. Maybe they were in the same home or housing or whatever, wherever.
Yeah, I won't be surprised.
And he knew all the details.
Yeah. Like, boy, you might be 30 years old. You up here playing like cosplaying as a teenager.
Listen.
Not 30.
Not 30, right.
Listen. Yeah. Okay. I'm here. Lawrence, any thoughts?
No. I mean, at this point in time, I'm just interested to see how I'm gonna say no thoughts. I'm about to share my thoughts anyway. But, I'm just interested to see this dynamic about Jamie. Like, is this the real Jamie? Is it fake? Are we going to find out by this season, or will this linger on until the next season? I hope we find it out by the end of the season at least.
Yeah, I hope so, because this is episode 12. Please don't make us wait till next season. I can't take it.
And we'll get like 20, like we'll get 10 more episodes or something like that.
I'm getting like a good 3. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, we need to find out about Jamie within this episode or next one at least to wrap up this line.
Let me see.
Yes, please. And then Margaret about to crash out again. She is not having a good season.
That's what I was about to say, Miss Kira. I felt bad because Margaret was irking my nerves for most of the first half
they don't
of
have
the
to have
season.
her committed.
Yeah, they definitely are. Yeah, that's gonna be so traumatic for her.
Hey, keep Margaret away from all beaches.
Yeah,
Margaret away from everything, child.
Sharp items, everything. Okay. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was a very, very good episode, but I'm curious to see what's going to come of this situation with this young man.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if we're gonna see her ex-husband and daughter in the next episode, but she can't hold this from them forever.
Baby, I need that daughter to show up and show out, because that daughter
right.
Okay? Yes.
And that's what I need. I don't know about the husband, because he sounded like he was being a pain in the behind at the, when they were trying to identify the body or whatever. But I need the daughter to do her big one.
And then, he smoking cigarettes. Like, sir, where you been to be? Not that you can't be somewhere to smoke cigarettes, but you're smoking cigarettes. Like,
I said, how long has it been? Oh no.
That was just weird to me. Like, okay,
hard knock life. You had to get him a little smoke,
right?
Aries already called him a meth head, so ain't no I was gonna say, but look perfectly healthy. Yeah, he looks so healthy. He looks like he's been. You know how you see those homeless, those unhoused people on the corner, and they don't look too disheveled. Like, all right, now y'all playing games. Stop playing. Your shoes look better than mine. Like what? Okay.
I cannot.
Sir probably had Jamie show up when he got arrested so that Gabby would be forced to visit him in prison. Listen, we
were saying that when we did the last review. Like, this could be a setup from Serve that he had a time. He got a plan B, C, D, E, F, and G. And he like, all right, they got me. Next plan. Y'all already know. Send them in.
Right.
And I feel like every theory that we're talking about right now when it comes to Sir and Jamie, all of these theories could be true. And these theories are really endless because we don't know which way Sir is cold and calculated. We really don't know which way he's going to go. So every theory we're talking about, it really could exist.
Yep, it could exist. Well, that's that on that. That's pretty much all the episode. Unless I missed something. Did I miss anything?
No, that's pretty much it.
It was basically the origins of Sir and Jamie. That was it, really.
Yeah. It was a very good episode. I was like, oh, we going back to the back. We finna figure out how this all came to be. Okay, cool.
That's what I'm wondering, Kendall, is Heather about to come in and be Sir Lawyer. Right. I was thinking the same thing. We here.
Too, right.
And if she is, it's definitely on the popping side.
You know what? Okay. I love the fact that we didn't have a case this episode. Yeah. Like, we just dealt with our main characters.
The case was Jamie. And then they put Jamie up there, welcome home.
Yeah, well, the real Jamie, please stand up. That was the case.
For real.
Speaking of welcome home, I said in my breakdown, I say, yo, it's the audacity for me that Margaret actually went over to hang the picture of the son. No, all the details. We ain't got all
right, exactly. That was interesting to me. Because when Gabby came in, she was like, oh, we was just about to hang the picture. You right on time. I'm like, what? And then the fact that that Lacey was in the back doing the dance, Dawn was looking at her
like, Lacey, no.
I'm like, how dancing and celebrating right now? We don't even know if this really, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, we don't know anything. We don't know who this is. This is an imposter.
Right.
Yeah, that was weird.
They said, welcome home. Oh my God.
I was like, oh, are we doing? I was like, are we doing this for real? I was like, okay, all right.
They did it. And he was even looking at them bugged out, and then he like, okay, if y'all say so, went ahead and took his shot.
He took his shot. Right.
I said, okay. You've been missing 13 years, and how old were you when you was missing? Are you legal? Are you 21, sir? Hell, it don't matter. You on meth as the shit.
Right, that's why I said he been out in the streets drinking and drugging.
Say you're 30. Avery's put you're 30 years old, so it's okay. You being legal.
Yeah, how old is he supposed to be? How old was he when he went missing? I don't even remember.
He had been like 6. He was
6
playing
or
with
7
cars.
Yeah, I think he was like 6 or 7. So
yeah, I was gonna say 8. I know he was younger than 10.
Okay.
So he's not 21. He's missing for 13 years.
No.
Congratulations, Lawrence, on 507. Whoop,
oh, thank you.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
We are all growing over here. Growing channels, growing. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for tapping in and tuning in. Any other last thoughts on missing while misidentified? Okay. Any other thoughts?
I just hope we find out who Jamie is, like y'all were saying, just in the next episode. It don't need to be drawn out. I can't take too much of him lying to this lady straight up to her face like that. So I want them to already have a plan in line for how to deal with Margaret, because we know she ain't gonna take it good.
Right. That's what
they might need to go and commit her ahead of time.
Yep.
Have a plan in place.
Have somebody waiting on her to catch up, because she gonna fall out.
Yeah, I agree. They need to have that plan for her ahead of time. Yeah. I'm assuming that Gabby gonna be giving all of them orders of what we need to be looking into and how we need to be handling this situation. And Sir's still gonna be doing some kind of messiness from behind the damn bars. And are we gonna find out whatever happened to Christian? Where the hell did he run off to?
Is he still RV? Where he at?
Right. I don't know.
Trying to figure out
no way he hit
what Sir's thought process was, because we went from a flashback to him sitting in the jail, and I was trying to make the connection. I'm like, what is going on in that head of yours?
And that smirk that he had on his face.
It's like I got her where I want her. I got her.
Yeah. Like, this is just all a part of his plan. Okay. So I had a plan, but if I ever got locked up, this is what I'm gonna do next.
Right. I was there, but not his plan. He know how to pivot.
Right. Yep. He got his pivot in motion. He not gonna be in there long. So it's about to be some type of technicality or a jailbreak that happened.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Margaret even let her own family know about it. Something is definitely off.
Yeah,
how you don't tell your people that your son is here? Like, how? What?
All to herself.
Right. That's what it seems.
She want to be in this fantasy world.
It's like she don't want to let him out of his sight. When he went outside to smoke the cigarette, she was like, "Oh my God!" And Don was like, "I got it. Like, relax."
That's why we gonna have to sedate her and tie her down, child.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's something that's off about that. That's just weird. Anything else? Nothing else? Let's see. Lawrence, tell the people what you got going on your channel so we can get up out of here.
Yes, y'all. To the beach, y'all. Yep, we just hit 500 subscribers, so we're definitely grateful about that right there. I did my breakdown for NBC Found last week. Also, check out my review of Captain America: Brave New World. Tomorrow, me and Mo and BKJ will be talking about Captain America: Brave New World. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, there will be spoilers, of course. I hope that everybody's already seen it by now, but please feel free to stop by, see what we're talking about with Captain America. It's a lot of controversy, some good, some bad. We will dissect all of it. Make sure y'all subscribe. Always grateful to be on this panel with these incredible women.
Aw, we love having you. We love the yes, just the camaraderie, Lawrence, for sure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Even though he try to be quiet sometime, I have to call him out.
I see.
He got a lot to say.
Like a teacher.
Yeah, because the one that ain't saying that, he gonna talk today.
Not gonna talk
All righty, Kira, Miss Kira, what you got going on?
Yes. I did a weekly huddle a little bit earlier, just catching up on some entertainment news and what I'm watching on TV and whatnot. And I was supposed to do Love is Blind, but I said, let me, take a little rest and get my act together and be ready for Miss Anisa, okay? So tomorrow, Love is Blind and Married to Medicine. Wednesday, we got Paradise. And other than that, keep your notifications on for some more stuff.
All right. And Miss Monique 69 Johnson.
Yeah, so if y'all into the fallen show of Love of Marriage Huntsville not too long ago, me and Candy Love, Light Nova Letitia, and Miss Inga, we have covered the last of that show. We are closing that out with a bang. We had a good time. Yes, so please check out the replay of that live we did. And also tomorrow, like Lauren said, we are doing the Captain America movie, so it's gonna be spoiled from head to toe. Okay, so be mindful when y'all click on the live. Okay. Wednesday we got Paradise, episode 6, and later that evening we also cover Sisters. We always cover Sisters after each episode. With Candy Love and Tamika's Den.
Yay!
All right, the den. What's going on in the den?
I'm keeping it cool right now. Just mostly whatever live collab Sisters, the Oval, family business. I'm not really doing too much of my own right now, but every now and then I'm gonna pop up and be talking about some things and probably giving y'all some shorts. And thank y'all for letting me jump up here to discuss the episode. If any of y'all didn't see the interview that they did, y'all make sure that y'all tune in to that. Congratulations again to Lawrence for making 507 subs, and congratulations on getting that interview. Okay, I love to see it.
Amen. Moving and grooving.
Yes.
Right. Dial in for movies. What say you?
What's up? So y'all, DeMarcus made a good point. He said he hopes that I'm gonna be covering the new season of Raising Kanan, which I will. I don't know if I'm gonna be covering it like a full episode review. I like to just do the hot takes or the points that really stuck out to me. I feel like that been my little, I like been doing that with Found. So be on the lookout for those clips to be uploaded. I'm gonna try to get them up tonight. My just quick thoughts about certain parts of the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all just keep the notification bell checked because I am cranking out some more content. I figured out another space for me to record. So I feel like where I'm at right now, which happened to be in the bathroom, y'all, but it just is better lighting and the connectivity work is going. So
better lighting, better
bathroom chronicles.
Exactly, Mo got the better acoustics.
About to be an R&B singer up in the bathroom, baby.
Okay.
This made me feel like putting out some work.
The bathroom chronicles. Talk to the people. Tell them what you got going on. Okay, well, cool beans. Hey, whatever works for you.
Shout out to the green screen, baby. Okay?
Do your thing. Okay. Shout out to the green screen. Okay.
Shout out to the green screen. Right.
Yeah, and for me, yeah, I am doing Married to Medicine on tomorrow, The Oval with Tamika on Tuesday, Sisters with Tamika and Monique on Wednesday, and just keep your notification bells on. I'll be working on some stuff.
Paradise.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'll jump on Paradise. What's that, Wednesday?
Oh, okay. Let me pull your leg.
Yeah. Listen, if y'all not watching Paradise, you're missing out. Something ain't right. You ain't living right, because Paradise is an amazing, amazing, amazing show. I need y'all to jump on that. If you hadn't jumped on it, listen, I don't know what to say.
Definitely. Right. You gotta watch Paradise, and also don't forget to watch Watson either. Okay, yes. Morris Chestnut is back on the screen.
Yeah, that's something I will watch, but not recap or.
Yeah, Kendall just reminded us because they took that little break. Like, why you give us one episode and then come back 2 weeks later?
Yeah. So I got to watch the first episode because I was like, you know what? Let me not do this because I don't do me like that.
That's right.
The first episode was good though. They piqued my interest. I want to see what's going to be happening with Watson.
I want to see what's going to happen with Watson too.
Yeah, especially when it's shirtless.
It's juicy like that. Okay.
I mean, it's just Morris Chestnut. I mean, it ain't juicy like that, but
Not you trying to play it back.
Okay. Who trying to play it back? Kira.
Miss Kira. It's Morris Chestnut, girl.
Anytime he's on the screen,
it's hot. Well, thank everybody for coming through. And I do want to, again, thank Miss Anisa Nyell Johnson, a.k.a. BKA Detective Shaker from Found. We want to thank her for coming in and joining us and, giving us her time, being gracious and, just giving us a little background of her story and, things that she has going on now. So I do appreciate her for, just for joining the little people. Thank you, Lawrence, for that connection. We appreciate you for that as well. Thank you. And thank you for everybody that tapped in. Kendall, DeMarcus, Lemon Kush Pepper, Inga Binga, thank you for coming through. EJ, thank you. Jahanan, I'm sorry if I missed your name, baby. I apologize. Grandlord, thank you. If I miss anybody, India Garcia,
India,
Letitia, thank y'all for coming through. I'm trying to fly through these comments.
P. Bronson, I remember was in here.
Yeah, DeMarcus.
Bronson, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, and we're gonna holler at y'all later.